Hi guys. So today I'm doing neutrals. I'm doing brown in the color series because the last few videos I've done yellow, blue, purple, orange. We need some like normal colors in the series. So that's what we're doing. I pulled out a couple palettes that have neutrals, but you guys know me, I may just mid-look completely just decide to get a different palette. But got a couple. So I've got the I Want Candy palette, which is discontinued, but I tell you guys every video, if I'm using a palette that you can no longer get on the company's website, go to Depop, go to Mercari, go to Poshmark. Someone, somewhere, somehow is selling the palette if you like it. This is in my project pan, so that's why I'm probably going to be using a shade or two in this because it is about time to get this out. I've hit pan on one of the shades, and I'm trying to hit pan in this one and a couple up here. So I know I'm going to be using that. I've got the Nudie Patootie by Laura Lee Los Angeles, which is also in my project pan. I'm missing a shade because it fell out, exploded all over the place, which was my fault, but we'll see if I use this one or not. And then I pulled out the Warrior by Juvia's, which is mainly shimmers, just in case I need like a shimmer shade. So those are the ones I pulled out. We'll see what comes of it. I have sort of an idea on mine, but not really. So let's start. Let's do the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. This, you guys, my stepdad makes these for me. They're little, they're like squeezy tube things. So you put this at the end of your product, like your toothpaste, or in this case, eyeshadow primer, and you can press it down. But he makes those for me, which is kind of a good thing because I would be spending 25 years trying to get something out of a tube. So I realized something, you guys, that I have so many eyeshadow primers, it's not even funny. I don't know how I accumulated them. I think it's from BoxyCharm when I had the BoxyCharm subscription, but I'm not 100% sure. I know this Wet n Wild one I purchased, but I've got like a Morphe, I've got some other brands, like I have eyeshadow primer galore. So I also noticed that I don't have any of my e.l.f. line and define tape, which is what I use to do to make the lines, the corners. Don't have any more. Don't know where it went or what happened to it, but I thought I had some and it's missing. So we're gonna have to order more of that. I have to put my hair back. I can't stand stuff like in my face. Okay, so let's go into the I Want Candy palette and use this shade right here, which is called Banana Cream Pie. I'm sure this is like some type of setting powder, and I think that's what it was supposed to be. And I use it to set eyeshadow primer. That's what we're going to do. I've had this palette for a long time. This was one of the few palettes that I purchased when I got into makeup back in like 2017. This palette has been around for a while. Is it expired? Yeah, definitely. But the thing with pressed formulas, I don't like have a problem with it, like the pressed powders, because if the product still performs, I don't have a problem with it. I'm gonna be honest. Roast me in the comments, but it's powder, not like a cream or a liquid. Those are just kind of like, it's kind of gross. I also, guys, I have a cat that's on my desk, which I wish I could show you, but it would literally cause me to move the entire setup. He is asleep on my laptop. If y'all know my kitties, they love to be on things they are not supposed to be on, which is my laptop. Yes. Okay. Oh, ready? Woo. Okay. This is where it gets complicated because I don't know what shade to like start with, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, you guys. Okay, let's just do something. I think this one's gonna be light, so we'll start with this. We'll do this shade right here, and this is the Laura Lee Los Angeles Nudie Patootie palette in Undressed. We're gonna do this shade. So I know that she came out with, yeah, okay, so that's light. I feel comfortable with that. Okay, so I know that Laura Lee came out with a second palette, which is like the Nudie Patootie 2 or Volume 2, something like that. And I didn't get it because I had this one and the second one was kind of like cut in half, like different shades, but it was smaller. So I didn't get it, and I love Laura's palettes. I think that she does such a good job with them. She doesn't release a lot, which makes me feel like she really does take her time when she creates a palette for quantity and quality. Sure. So, but I like her stuff. So it's like, should I get the palette? I don't need another neutral palette though. I don't need anything, to be honest. Okay. So that was just, it's kind of light. Kind of is similar to the banana cream pie that I set the eyeshadow primer with. So I'm going to go back into this. Oh! What do I want to do? This is so hard. I love neutrals, but at the same time, it's like I love them too much. I really want to use this deep, deep gold, like a pure gold shade. Oh! It is Josh. Not important. He's at work. Why is he texting me at work? Anyway, I really want to use this shade, but it's really dark. So I think I'm actually going to go into Reveal. I think I shouldn't have done this. I think I'm going to go into this shade. Because I want to use, I don't know, this, it's calling me. And I'm going to listen. I also have really hooded eyes, you guys, so I have to kind of like pull just to see what I'm doing. Okay. That's dark. Guys, I get so distracted, but I have another cat on my... I'm a cat lady. I swear, you guys, I didn't mean for that to happen. I swear. I started out with one, which was this one that you can't see. I started out with Pumbaa. And then a friend gave me Sarabi. And then, y'all, Shinzi, the little itty bitty baby, I found her inside the dumpster 4th of July night 4 years ago. Like, I had to get inside the dumpster because someone literally dumped this little baby kitten. Little baby. She was the size, like the size of my hand in the dumpster. It was horrible. I had to rush her to the vet. She was so underweight. It was concerning. But I kept her and I love her. And she is my best little friend. Okay. actually really like that. Y'all, I didn't think I would. I love neutrals, but y'all know, like, there is so many neutral palettes on the market. So many. It is probably one of the most produced colors and palettes. But this one by Laura is just so good. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush. I'm gonna just kind of... I know this is not gonna match this golden shade, but I really don't care because I just want to use it. We're gonna do it. Okay. I don't remember. I've used the shade a lot and I don't remember if I need to use my finger or a brush. We're gonna try a brush first with some setting spray. And we're gonna soak that girl. We're gonna see. I think I have to use my finger. I think this is one of those kind of darker, chunkier glitters or that has to. But we're gonna find out. I think I do. And that's the thing about me, you guys. I am so weird about using my finger for shades. I'm so weird about it. I don't know why. It bothers me. It bothers me to use my finger for a shade. I'm just that kind of person. I don't like my fingers, my hands being used with makeup. So I try to make it work with everything. Yes, my little girl. What's wrong? Getting comfortable? She's really old. Sarabi is so old. She's 17. I have to do it. I can't do this. Okay. So much better. We will kind of blend it out with the brush then. Just gotta get it on there first. See, like, look at that. Like, when I just use my freaking finger and do what I'm supposed to do. Why is that? Like, why do I hate using my finger? I don't know. Like, makeup artists use our fingers. Not a makeup artist, but I love this shade so much. Now we're gonna fix it. I think it might also have to do with like the way that my eye is shaped. Causes me to just not like this. I can't be crazy. I can't be the only one that doesn't like using their finger. I also feel it's messy. I don't know. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go back into... I know this is... Never claimed to be a makeup artist, nor will I ever claim to be a makeup artist. This is just something that I love doing. So don't come for me. Okay. I'm gonna go into this shade. Again, reveal. And I'm gonna go kind of back over where I was to fix any imperfections, if that makes sense. Which with me, there's a lot. Okay. Let's do another shade. Let's do something in the outer. What do I want to do though? I pulled these out and now I'm thinking I want another palette. But I'm going to go back into this palette, go into Pastry, which is right here. It's lighter than the other colors. Let's see. It's just to add something. Y'all probably think it's not doing anything. I need to get a new mirror. I need to get a new mirror because, you guys, this is like major broken, the one that I have. But, okay. Alright, I'm going to go into this Juvia's Place and I'm going to do, oh Lord, I can't pronounce that. Morami, this middle. Up at the top to give it like a highlighter kind of vibe. Oh! Right at where my bone is. The brow bone. So I did use all 3 palettes today. That would have been kind of weird if I'd like pulled these palettes and used like one of them the whole video. Okay. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. I just really love the shade and I don't know what it is about it. Okay. Put that aside, we're gonna go in with mascara. So this is my favorite mascara of all time, and you can't get it anymore. It's the Upward Lash Upward Black Mascara. And the reason why I love this, and I need your guys' help, if I'm gonna be honest, is the wand on this is so tiny that I feel like I can get all of my lashes. Do you see how tiny that is? I need to find like a dupe or something this small again, because it makes my life so much easier, you guys. It's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite, and they quit making it, and it aggravates me. You guys, I mean, look at these lashes now. I mean, hello. It's just my favorite. I miss it. So help me out, y'all. Can you help me find or point me in the direction of a company or a product that has a small bristly wands like that? I mean, it's like this big, y'all. I need to find it. It's a need. So let's clean this up. And that's the finished neutral brown look. And I'm happy with it. It's very, very easy. Browns are just so loved in the makeup world, and for good reason. So that is it, you guys. You made it through. But now we have to do a green, pink. I've not done a pink. So we will continue this color series in the next video. Comment below what color I should do next. Bye, guys.